Good morning, how you doing? It's a brand new day. I was listening to a sermon from Social Dallas, and they had a guest pastor, Pastor Jimmy. Can't remember his last name. Anyway, he said something that just hit. He was honoring the pastors of the church, Pastor Robert and Taylor Madu, and he said, when we honor others, first he said, honor is the currency of the kingdom. And when we honor others, we come in agreement with God's choice, God's decision. And when it hit me about is honoring their parents for their days will be long. And I know that is a hard thing for some people in certain situations, because parents have a huge responsibility to love, nurture, protect, care for children. And unfortunately, some parents didn't do a great job. And I always tell people, being a parent, having children did not come with manuscript. Each child is also different. So how you parent one child, you cannot parent another child. A lot of people tend not to want to listen to me because I don't have children, but that don't mean I ain't parenting y'all. I parented a lot of them. But it's also just the humanology of it. But I think we take out of context what honoring means. I think specifically in the black community, black culture, we tend to tell people, that's your mama, that's your daddy, you only get one, and just do what they say. They the adults, and the adults know best. That's not always the case, because wisdom doesn't always come with age. I think it was Joash in the Bible that was a young ruler, and he did get led by the priest. Jeremiah was young. God was like, don't be concerned about that. Paul told Timothy, hey, don't let your age be an issue. So that doesn't always mean wisdom. And it don't mean we have to take abuse. So, and even in jobs, I've had some people with some stuff going on vocationally in their career, right? We don't have to accept abuse to say we honoring somebody. I talked about this probably 2 years ago when I heard him say it, and Kurt Franklin talked about like all the trauma he experienced from his family. Let me rephrase it. From his mother. And at this point, he was a full-grown adult, and mom did something else. Again, just not choosing him. That was the pattern. She just not chose him throughout his life. Then mom gave him away, and he made a decision like, you my mother. I honor you for being my mother, for bringing me into this earth, but I can't keep subject myself to this kind of pain and this hurt repeatedly. And that's when he set boundaries with his mom. And I think we have to differentiate between being disrespectful, not honoring someone, and protecting ourselves. So I think it's a balance of, you can honor your parent, your grandparent, your boss at work, your manager, supervisor, whatever, still protect yourself, and honor God for putting these people in your life and in leadership roles. God was not shocked by, how that person parent or things that was going to happen. Some things occurred was due to their own poor decision making. You do still have free will. God didn't, make them abuse you or treat you poorly. They made that decision, but you don't have to let it harden you. And you don't have to make it take you out of alignment with God's will. I pray y'all have a blessed day.